2, 3. 1, 2. What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival Late Night Live. Thanks for tuning in. So anyhow, let's start off with a crazy story. A U.S. Navy sailor was charged or facing charges after NCIS search warrant served at his home. This U.S. Navy sailor was arrested last Thursday at the NCIS as the NCIS agents, try to say that 3 times fast, served a search warrant at his home and is facing several state charges relating to either possessing, manufacturing, or transporting unlawful firearms. Manuel Regalado, 34 years old, was arrested Thursday morning on suspicion of possessing an assault weapon, possessing or transporting a machine gun, and possessing or manufacturing a short-barreled rifle, according to records obtained from the San Diego County Sheriff's Department. Obviously, he's stationed down there in the commie territory. I mean, this is an impressive arsenal here. I'm actually pretty jealous of this. This looks great. Unfortunately, you know, he's serving the country, and they're trying to charge him with these bogus charges. So anyway, let's get to the main story tonight. We've been hearing about Nikki Haley. She's the globalist that is trying to, you know, beat Donald Trump. Very unlikely unless they try to get him off the ballot, and then Republicans will maybe vote for Nikki Haley. I would suggest not. I'd probably almost even say go ahead. If she wins, if she gets kicked off the, you know, vote for Vivek, and if Nikki gets the primary, vote for freaking RFK Jr., man. I mean, it's bad. It's bad day. I don't know, but because this lady, she was my governor, if you didn't know, and she was doggone near a Democrat when she was here. Yeah, I used to live right down the street from the governor's mansion, so I'd run around it a few days a week. But she is, yeah, she's always been bad news. But sometimes she'll say the right things, try to get the people, you know, riled up. But so one thing that came out this week is that she says that she will change personalities on the campaign trail. Look, I don't need an actor. Okay, I don't need an actor running the country, because that's what that is, acting. You're saying you're changing personalities while you're on the campaign trail. The other week, Vivek Ramaswamy just totally annihilated her in the GOP debate. He totally annihilated her. He brought out lots of things like she's George Soros funded, BlackRock funded, all these Wall Street investors, and she doesn't say anything about this. But then what she does say is that, you know, you're just mad because all those Wall Street investors that was backing you, Ron, are now backing me. So you know, these folks are corrupt. Now I'm going to show you a full minute of Nikki Haley flip-flopping real quick.
Run if President Trump ran.
I'm Nikki Haley, and I'm running for president.
I will not now, not ever, support raising the gas tax. Let's increase the gas tax by 10 cents over the next 3 years.
Every person on social media should be verified by their name. That's, first of all, it's a national security threat.
That I never said government should go and require anyone's name.
That's false.
So I think China's been a really great friend of ours.
Yes, I view China as an enemy. That was not what I intended to say. I do not think we need to pull money from the UN.
The UN, the only thing is we would defund the UN as much as possible.
Yeah. She a while back said that everyone needs to basically have a online ID. So basically you have no anonymity online. You know, the thing is that a lot of people get upset about those sort of things, like having anonymity online. I think you should, right? You shouldn't put out your personal information online. You should, you know, be as discreet as possible, because there's lots of criminals out there, psychopaths, you name it. I mean, you hear time and time again of Instagram models being hunted down, tracked from photos they post by some sicko and things like that. It could be your daughter, could be anybody, you know. But the thing is Nikki has been a flip-flopper. I remember when she said she would not run if Donald Trump ran. Now she's obviously running. She was put in place by the puppet masters to try to defeat Donald Trump. That's why they're putting a full backing behind her. You have people that previously are big Democrat and donators are now donating to her. Okay, so then the other week she talks about pardoning Hunter Biden. She said she would consider pardoning Hunter Biden. Check it out.
Into whether we pardon Hunter Biden or not. Let's wait and see what the charges are. But at this point, you have to go and look at every case individually. And I don't think it's responsible just to throw out whether you would do something like that on someone's son when we don't know.
Yeah. So she considered, who is she working for, man? You know, she's not a Republican. She's a neocon. Time and time again, we've heard that. You know, she was bankrupt when she left the UN. Now she's a millionaire. I think she's net worth $8-10 million, something like that. Her husband got a job. He was here in South Carolina in the National Guard, and then he got a job with the military industrial complex, making lots of money. And you know, she's in bed with Boeing because obviously she made moves with them, putting plants here in South Carolina, giving them extreme tax breaks. She's bought and paid for. She doesn't care. For money, she'll send her kids off to war to get killed, right? To buy a new house, like Vivek said. So do you remember when she said that 12-year-old kids should be able to have sex changes? Check this out.
Madam Ambassador, another question is what care should be on the table when a 12-year-old child in this country assigned female at birth says, actually, I feel more comfortable living as a boy? What should the law allow the response to be?
Well, I think the law should stay out of it, and I think parents should handle it.
No. There's sick parents out there. Have you seen on Instagram parents, these weirdos dressing their boys up as little girls at freaking 6 months old? Do you think that six-month-old has any idea? They don't even know what their name is. So no, we can't leave that in the parents' hands. It should be a non-question, a no-go, never. You know, the thing is like I've said before, and I did an in-depth video about her a while back, and I'll try to pin the link below in the comments so you can check it out. But she is bought and paid for by the military industrial complex, right? Larry Fink is throwing money, BlackRock throwing money at her, who are the globalists trying to take over the world. BlackRock is Vanguard and State Street. They're three companies, but they all own each other. One owns other, like a love triangle. The thing is that what they do is they push the ESG, DEI, whatever you want to call it, diversity, inclusion, but nonsense. And so the way they do it is they pressure the companies they've invested in that, hey, we'll pull your funding if you do not adhere to these things. George Soros also has these. George Soros companies are backing Nikki Haley. Why would that be? Other than they're just trying to knock out Donald Trump. Military manufacturing, big military, is backing her. Hence why she wants to war in Ukraine. She wants to invade Mexico. I don't know if you guys ever heard about, she would send special forces down to Mexico. Okay. She wants to invade Mexico. Then Israel, the biggest Israel like donation comes from I forget the name. I think it's maybe APAC, something like that. I can't remember what the name of it is. I could be completely wrong. They donate to her, right? Hence why she wants to go to war in Israel. So this warmonger is nothing but a mouthpiece for her globalist owners. Like, these people want a new world order. They don't want elected officials. They want bought and paid for puppets, hence like Joe Biden. That's why if you look at Joe Biden's career over their entire lifetime, it is drastically changed the things that he said in the past 4 years versus his previous time. He was against same-sex marriage. He was against many things. Now he's all for it. He's hanging flags on the White House. So they're bought and paid for. A lot of these guys, they get into politics to become millionaires, and that's the game. We know it, right? Haley is being funded by Biden donors. If you hear her talk, she doesn't sound like a Republican. When she was here as a governor, she didn't. She was so in the middle, it was ridiculous. She was dismantling things at our state building. I mean, you name it, she was doing it. She's always been dirty. She's always been a businesswoman. I know people that know her that used to work for her a long time ago. She's only about money. I promise you, this lady is nothing more than money, and she's bought and paid for. Anyhow, I wanted to bring these things to light because in case some of you guys thought, yeah, I might need to vote for Nikki if she wins, you'll be voting for the female version of Joe Biden, Mitt Romney. You know, we will be at war. We'll be your kids will be sent to war. Old guys like me and you will be sent off to war too, because they'll have to draft us because we'll run out of soldiers. And yeah, you know, they'll sell us out to the Chinese. We'll be you know, building iPhones, being fed crickets, being put in cages. Anyhow, guys, I wanted to share this with you because it's crazy, man. We're living in wild times, and it's only going to get wilder. I do think that they will try to get Trump removed from the ballot, or he'll be assassinated, one or the other. And we'll be left with this. You know, they may get Vivek too. I'm just waiting for them to pull up something on him, like try to discredit his name. I'm waiting for that. You know, they've already tried to do anyone else. RFK Jr. has already been smeared. So any potentials, because Joe Biden is losing badly. Like I said earlier today, he got ran out of a black church in Charleston, South Carolina. And for a Democrat to be ran out of a black church in South Carolina is a hard thing to happen. But anyhow, guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me. Make sure you leave a comment. All you guys commenting on the live chat, go comment on the video. Tell me something. Tell me about how your day's been. We got a terrible storm here in my state. So anyhow, hopefully anybody that's in my state, you're staying safe, guys. And anybody's affected or in the neighboring states as well, stay safe, guys. Remember to stay frosty, stay strapped, and always stay dangerous. Take care.